Right, okay. Thea, how are you today?
I'm fine. No.
Thea has a different voice. So, are you feeling like you want to eat some ice cream? Do you remember that background? Looks like the ice cream company.
Yeah.
Right, so who was that? Ryu. Did you say Ryu or Ryu?
Real.
Ryu. How are you today?
I'm fine.
And what is in your background? What is this?
A ninja. Red ninja.
Ninja? Is it a cartoon or a game?
I don't know. I searched the background on the Google.
Ah, okay. I can see it says Disney XD in the corner. So maybe it's a cartoon. So what, you like the colors or you just like ninjas?
I like red colors.
Right, okay, nice. Who else do we have? Pancha. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine.
Okay. Lawan, hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Glad to hear it. And what's this in your background? What is that?
It's Fuji.
Mount Fuji.
Yes.
Right, okay. Right, okay then, guys. So today I see you are... okay, we are on Unit 39. And it says the title of this unit, In Villages and Towns. So you have done this page already, yes, completed, page 82. So the first thing we are going to do is just talk about city, town, or village. What are they? What is the difference? What is a village? What is a town? Do you know? No? Okay. Well, let's have a look. So just some pictures here quickly. You can see a picture of a city. You can see a picture of a town. And you can see a picture of a village. In different countries, they look different. Okay, so in Thailand, a village in Thailand would look different to a village in England. So a village is a small community, sometimes found in the countryside. A town is usually an incorporated community that is larger than a village. So incorporated community means lots of people do different things. And finally, a city is a large or important town. So that is what they are. So a little bit more information. A village. The word village comes from a French term, French language, referring to a group of buildings. That's exactly what a village is, a small community in a rural area. Sometimes larger towns incorporate the houses of a village as a municipality. So some pictures of villages. So the first one, this one, is a village in Europe. This one is a village in Thailand. Village in Europe, village in Thailand. And what Thai people call a village, Muban. So this would be, in English, this is not a village, but in Thai language, you call it a village. Like, can you see the difference? Okay, so next, a town. Town comes from an Old English word that referred to a walled or fenced place, such as a farm, village, or courtyard. Our modern word refers to populated areas with fixed boundaries and a local government. Towns are usually bigger than villages, but smaller than cities. So here we have some towns. So you can see lots more buildings, bigger buildings, buildings for making things like food and things that we need to work with. Here's another village, another town, sorry, much bigger than a village. Lots more buildings and lots of green areas, parks, and schools. See, a village wouldn't have a school, but a town, towns have schools. There's another town. This one's in a circle shape. Okay, and lastly, a city. City derives from a French word, meaning citizenry. A city is a large or important town. In the United States, cities are incorporated municipalities with local governments. In Great Britain, a borough with a bishop's seat is called a city. In Thailand, I think it's just the size of the place that makes it a city. If it has lots of buildings for offices and working, and it has schools and lots of places for people to live, like apartments and condos and houses, then it could be a city. So look at this city. This one's very strange. And this one is New York. And I think you know this one, London. So city, town, village. Where do you live? Do you live in a village, a town, or a city? Describe the place where you live. So can you tell everyone where you live? Is it a village, a town, or a city? Okay, Pancha, you go first. Where do you live?
I live in town, village.
In a village. Can you describe the place where you live?
In Bang Yai.
Yeah, yes. Do you know this word, describe? Do you know what this means? Describe.
I don't know how to describe.
Describe means tell us about it, what it looks like, what it's like to live there. What things can you see there? Describe means to tell us about it.
I see a house and a tree.
Okay, are there lots of houses? Are the houses big? Are they small? Do they have gardens?
Yes.
Yes, what? You have to tell us, Pancha. You can't just say yes. You have to describe it. Okay. And are they big houses, small houses?
It's a big house.
Okay. Are there any schools where you live?
It has school, but I don't know what it means.
Okay. And what about Thea? Thea, do you live in a village, a town, or a city?
Village.
Okay. Can you describe the place where you live? Tell us about it.
until
Oh, the same as what I was asking Pancha to tell us. Are there lots of houses, apartments, condos, schools, shopping malls?
have a lot of houses.
Okay. What about parks?
Yeah, have park.
All right. Okay. All right. Ryu, what about you? Do you live in a village, town, or city?
I think town.
Okay. Can you describe the place where you live?
It have the house, it have cars, it have the playground, have a little bit of the swimming pool.
Right. Excellent. Okay. Thank you. Well done. Plawan, what about you? Do you live in a village, a town, or a city?
I live in a city.
Okay. Can you describe the place where you live?
The house are townhouse. It use the light house is together,
Okay.
and some house have garden.
Right. Okay.
It's not very big.
Not very big. Okay. What about other things that are in the area where you live?
It have a canal, but it's very smelly.
Right, excellent. Okay. And Kate, do you live in a village, a town, or a city?
I think it's a town
Okay. Can you describe the place where you live?
because it's like have lots of buildings and like some malls out here.
Right, okay. So lots of different buildings, malls, schools,
Yeah,
some green places like the park.
there's some of that, but like it's kind a bit far, but not that far.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's have a look at a village in England.
Lower Slaughter is a classic example of a Cotswold village.
I think everyone knows what a city is like, Bangkok. I think everyone knows what a town is like Nonthaburi. But do you know what a village is like?
I think a town is the in other province, but it in a district that not very rural.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So there are lots
But
of
in village,
towns.
we have in
Yeah.
very rural area.
That's right. Yeah. So in rural areas, in the countryside, where there are not lots of buildings, that's where you usually find villages. So let's see what they are like. We have one that is in England and one that is in Thailand. Let's see the difference.
With a babbling brook, charming gardens,
Right, so I want everyone to look for at least one difference between an English village and a Thai village. Look for one thing that is different between them. Okay.
and a working watermill. Just above the mill, a delightful cafe overlooks the mill pond. As with many fairy tale regions in Europe, the present-day beauty of the Cotswolds was the result of an economic disaster. Wool was a huge industry in medieval England, and Cotswold sheep grew the very best. According to a 12th century saying, in Europe, the best wool is English, and in England, the best wool is Cotswold. It's a story of boom and bust, and then boom again. Because of its wool, the region prospered. Wealthy wool merchants built fine homes of the honey-colored local limestone. Thankful to God for the riches their sheep brought, they built oversized churches nicknamed wool cathedrals. But with the rise of cotton and the Industrial Revolution, the region's wool industry collapsed. The fine Cotswold towns fell into a depressed time warp, becoming sleeping beauties. Because of that, the region has a rustic charm. And that's the basis of today's new prosperity. Its residents are catering to lots of tourists, and the Cotswolds have become a popular escape for Londoners, people who can afford thatched mansions like these. In England, Main Street is called the High Street, and in Cotswold market towns, High Street was built wide, designed to handle thousands of sheep on market days. The handsome market town of Chipping Campden has a high street that's changed little over the centuries.
So now
Everything you
this is a
see
town.
is made of the same finely worked Cotswold stone, the only stone allowed today. Roofs still use the traditional stone shingles. To make the weight easier to bear, smaller and lighter slabs are higher up. A 17th century market hall with its original stonework from top to bottom intact marks the town center. Hikers admire the surviving medieval workmanship. You can imagine centuries of wheelings and dealings that took place under these very rafters. Continuing our walk, we come to the quaint village of Stanton. Travel writers tend to overuse the word quaint. I save it for here in the Cotswolds.
That's
A strict building
small
code keeps
village.
towns looking what many locals call overly quaint.
a cottage.
Village churches welcome walkers to
A
pop
church.
in and enjoy a thoughtful break. This church probably sits upon an ancient pagan site. How do we know? It's dedicated to Saint Michael, and Michael, the archangel who fought the devil, still guards the door. Inside, you get a sense that this church has comforted this community in good times and bad days. And the list of rectors goes way. Dog leashes actually work.
Right, okay. So that is in an English village. Now, a Thai village. So remember, you're looking for at least one thing that is different between English villages and Thai villages.
We are just at the tail end of the rainy season in Thailand. And during this time, when it rains, it pours. The rain can last for hours, and it seems to fall in buckets, not in drops. However, business goes on as usual. Thai people are resilient and are able to operate their business even in difficult weather conditions. I have so much admiration for their spirit and determination. Here at the Pimai Market, next to the family village, I always find time to sit down and have a cup of Kafe Buran, a strong brewed coffee with a small amount of sweetened condensed milk. Sit down, watch the Thai news, and the village life goes by. This is called Gaya Sat Pimai. It's a local dish made out of puffed rice bound together with a sweet sticky palm sugar. It's got peanuts and sesame seeds. It's so delicious and you can only get it here. ปีคอ100ครับครับครับขอบคุณครับ Thank you ครับ This afternoon, I'm going to make a fantastic Thai salad, and I've asked Mum if she can cook some of her famous soft-boiled duck eggs. The duck eggs are farmed locally, and everything is 100% free range. Not all produce in Thailand is farmed in big sheds by large corporations. Rather, small individual villages will collect the duck eggs from their own ducks and then sell them to the market vendors. This is also common for rice, bananas, coconuts, and other high-demand produce. My family's village. Ban Wai is one of the smallest villages, but it's the biggest when it comes to heart and soul. I am busting every time I come to Thailand just to get to the village. It's like everything inside you just stops for a moment Time to catch up with family and ask them how they are doing and what we can do to help each other. It's so nice to connect with the ones we love. This is Grandpa. He's lived his whole life in the village, building his own house, growing food and being self-sufficient. Life is a balance of hard work and time to rest. Village life is the ideal way to achieve this balance. While I was here, I wanted to cook something for the family and neighbours. And I know that a few kilometres down the road through all of the rice fields is this local girl, Nong U, who makes her own rice noodles in a completely home-built operation. She built the business together with her father with her own 2 hands. And now the small business supplies noodles to hundreds of locals.
Okay, so she has a noodle
The
business.
noodles are then delicately scooped out from the boiling water in a homemade fine string net that is attached simply to a few willow sticks. The noodles are then refreshed with loads of fresh water poured through the noodles to stop the cooking process. Then they are rinsed twice more in a second and third tub of water to make sure that the noodles are less starchy.
You can take 1 or 2 bunches, and this is how it's done village style. Very simple, feeding the family. Snake beans all cut up.
So you can see some of
ช่างมันตัวโตไม่เบา
What about the
จมูก
buildings?
ยาวๆเรียกว่างวงมีเขี้ยวใต้งวงเรียกว่างามีหูมีตาหางยาวช้างน้องเคยเห็นช้างหรือเปล่าช้างมันตัวโตไม่เบาจมูกยาวๆ
So think about the differences, the buildings, animals, people, things that they do, what it looks like. Right, okay, so what is one difference that you can see between an English village and a Thai village? One thing that is different. Lawan, can you tell us one thing that's different between an English village and
I
a
think
Thai
the
village?
job not same. The job not same because in Thailand we grow rice and do rice field and like
Okay.
the house is made of wood, but in
Okay,
England the house
whoa,
is
stop. Only one.
okay only one.
All right, so yes,
In Thailand grow rice, but in England they
don't grow rice.
don't grow rice.
Right, excellent. Okay, good one. That's a good one because you have lots of rice paddies, rice fields. In England, we don't have those. Excellent. Okay, thank you, Kawan. Kate, can you think of one difference between a Thai village and an English village? What did you see that was different?
About some like I don't know what to say.
What about the animals?
Yeah, like what's your of animals are different and like I don't know what to say.
Okay, all right. Ryu, what do you think was different?
The animals in Thai, the animal is like the chicken, duck, but in England or English, it's like have the cows, have the horse. It's like this.
Right, okay. And what animals did you see in the video in England? Can you remember what they are?
Cow.
Okay, what was the other animal? Wasn't a cow. We get wool. They were talking about wool. We get wool from this animal.
Sheep.
Yes, the sheep. Lots of sheep. Right, excellent. Okay, thank you, Ryu. Thea, what could you see that was different between an English village and a Thai village?
In Thai, we made house by wood.
Okay,
Like in English, it's made like brick. I think so.
excellent. Right, yes, the buildings were made of different materials. Yes, well done, Thea. So in England, the material is stone. It's called stone. And yes, some brick as well also. But in Thailand, yes, those houses were made of wood. So yes, the material that we make houses, build houses out of is very different. All right, well done. Pancha, what is one difference you could see?
In Thailand, have more market than England.
Okay, and what was in the markets?
Fruit.
So lots of different food that we don't have in England. Okay, yes, excellent. Okay, well done. So markets are different, animals are different, food is different, and the way that the people do things because of the weather is different also. Okay, all right, so in the book, we are going to do page 83, exercise D. So exercise D, what we have here are 3 circles. The pink circle, blue circle, yellow circle. They have some words in each of the circles. What are the words? And what are the places in town that they are talking about? So I want you to send it in a message to me. Send in a Zoom chat message. Remember to send to me, don't send to everyone. Send it to me. What are the words and what is the place that they talk about? Okay, so there are 3 circles. A pink circle, what are the words you can see in the pink circle? And then look at those words. What is the place they are talking about? Okay. So send in a Zoom chat. Oh, who's that? Finished. Okay, you need one. Okay.
I don't understand what you're trying to make us to do.
What exercise?
Again, please.
Can you see exercise D?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see there are 3 circles. Yes, a pink circle,
Yeah.
a blue circle, and a yellow circle. In this circle, there are words. First, you have to find the words. What are the words in the pink circle? Write them, type them into a Zoom chat message, send it to me. And also, these words are talking about a place. What is the place the words talk about? Do you understand, Kate? Does everyone understand or do you not understand? Do I need to explain some more?
I understand.
Okay. Maybe the words are nurse, doctor, bones, and people. What is the place? Hospital. Okay, so find the words, look for the words, and then think about the place they talk about. Right, okay, Plawan. Ryu, you need to send all of your answers in one message, okay? Don't send 2, 3 different messages because I can't see all of your answers together, okay? So send all of your answers in one message. You can do the pink circle, one message, blue circle, one message, yellow circle, one message. Like Plawan has done. Plawan has sent me his answers for the pink circle. Okay. Okay, Plawan, yes, all correct. All right, okay. Thea, yes, all correct. And Plawan, blue circle, all correct. Well done. Okay, Ryu, there's more than one word for each circle. There are lots of words in each circle. What are the words that you can see? Can you only see one word? Or can you see more than one word? And Plawan, okay, your yellow circle. All correct. All right, well done. Very fast. So, Pancha, are you there? Pancha, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Have you
I'm
started?
going to a toilet.
Okay, have you started exercise D?
Yes.
Kate, have you started exercise D? Because I don't have any answers from you two. Okay, so let's do the pink circle first. So, to help you out, so the first word. Okay, stage. First word. Second word. Actors. Next word, third word. Seat. And the fourth word, you can probably see, lights. So in the pink circle, there are 4 words: stage, actors, seat, lights. What is the place? Place is the theatre. You can spell theatre 2 different ways: T-R-E or T-E-R. In England, in Europe, we spell it T-R-E. In America, they spell it T-E-R. So come on, blue circle, yellow circle, should take you 1 minute. This is very, very easy. I'm waiting for everyone to answer. This has been 5 minutes now, and I still don't have any answers from Kate and Pancha. And Thea, you answered the pink circle. What about the blue and the yellow? Come on, guys. The faster you do this, the faster we can move on to the next thing. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to sit here and wait for you. And Plawan's getting bored now. Right, who's that? Right, okay, Thea, thank you. Well done. So Pancha, are you just going to ignore me or are you going to do something? Is that supposed to be an answer, Pancha? Right, okay.
I'm back.
Right, okay. So let's go to the blue circle. So the first word. So Thea, this is the only mistake you made. You didn't add the S to the end of some of the words. So the first one, suitcases. Second word, lifts. Third word, waiters. And the fourth word, beds. What is the place? hotel. And the last one, the yellow circle. Okay, so the first word we have here, passengers. The next word, planes. And in this circle, only 3 words, because the last word is timetables. So well done, Pawan, very fast and all correct, because the last place is an airport. So they are the words and they are the places. Right, okay. The last thing today is exercise E. What's this? Choose the correct words and write them on the lines. So we have 15 words all around the box here, the writing. So the first word, so read all of the words first. That's the best thing to do. So a restaurant, a flashlight, a journey, an entrance, a sledge, offices, railway, factory, a factory, snowboarding, a bicycle, camping, a concert, a seat, traffic, goals. So you have to look around and choose the correct word for the definition that you have. There are 10 words that you need to write, but we have 15 words to choose from. So 5 words we don't need. 5 words we don't need. So be careful. So to write down your answers, just write the number and the word. The number and the word. So I will read for you. Okay, example. You can sit here and eat a meal that a cook has made for you. A restaurant. Number 1, people make things like computers or phones or fridges in this kind of place. Number 2, this has 2 wheels and you can ride it from one place to another in the town or countryside. Number 3, 2 people can sit on this to move quickly down a hill, but there must be snow on the ground. Number 4, people go to this to hear music and watch people playing instruments on a stage. 5, this is all the cars, trucks, lorries, and motorbikes we can see on a busy road. Number 6, if you remember to take this with you, you can turn it on and see better in dark places. Number 7, when you go from the street to the inside of a building, this is what you walk through. Number 8, people who enjoy doing this like sleeping in a tent more than in a hotel room. Number 9, footballers in each team are always trying to score these during the match. And number 10, this means the same as traveling from one place to another. So write your answers down and send them in one message. Send all 10 answers in one message so I can see all of your answers together. So do the ones that you know first. Do the easy questions first. Leave the more difficult questions to last. And remember to cross the word off so you know that you've already used it and you don't need it again.
Teacher, can you
Yes.
scroll down? Now, I don't have sheet.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Right, okay. Pancha, Plawan, thank you. I have your answers. Well done. All right, Thea, thank you for your answers. Right, okay. Not finished yet? Kate, how many have you finished? What number are you on?
I'm on 6 right now.
Number 6. Ryu, how many have you finished? What number are you on?
9.
Number 9. Okay.
Last time I was about to finish and I just accidentally press close, so it deleted all my message.
Okay, well, hopefully that won't happen again. All right, so let's check your answers. Okay, so people make things like computers or phones or fridges in this kind of place. What is it?
A factory.
Yes.
A factory.
Correct, a factory. Number 2, this has 2 wheels and you can ride it from one place to another in a town or countryside. Of course it is, yes. A bicycle. Number 3, 2 people can sit on this to move quickly down a hill. But there must be snow on the ground. No, this is the only one you got wrong, Plawan. Not snowboarding. A sledge.
Teacher accidentally typed the number of it wrong, but like I made all the question right, but I accidentally put the wrong number in because like
Okay, well,
there's gonna be 2, 1, and there's
okay.
gonna,
Don't worry.
confuse you a bit.
I can see. Okay then, or you can just check yourself now. So people go to this to hear music and watch people playing instruments on a stage. What is it?
Concert.
Concert.
Yes, a concert. Yes. Number 5. This is all the cars, trucks, lorries, and motorbikes we can see on a busy road.
Traffic.
Yes, it is. Traffic. Number 6. If you remember to take this with you, you can turn it on and see better in dark places.
Flashlight.
A flashlight. What do we call it in England? What's the word? A torch. Yes. Number 7. When you go from the streets to the inside of a building, this is what you walk through.
An entrance. An entrance.
An entrance. Yes. An entrance. Number 8. People who enjoy doing this, like sleeping in a tent more than in a hotel room. Camping. Yes.
Goals.
Number 9. Footballers in each team are always trying to score these during the match. Goals. Yes. And the last one. This means the same as traveling from one place to another. Yes.
Journey.
A journey.
I already sent it, so you're gonna see 2 ones.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally put the wrong number.
Okay. Don't worry. Thank you for sending that. Right. Okay, guys. Hopefully you can remember all of these words, how to use them. And I hope you have a good week. It's time up now. Perfect timing. Got in there just in time, Kate. Okay, guys, so have a good week. I have to go to my next class now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.